coming to your local view this month.
The cursed videotape returns after a 12-year absence in Rings.
The Dark Knight tries to lighten up in the Lego Batman movie.
Hidden Figures tells the untold story of the 3 African-American women behind one of the greatest operations in NASA history.
Denzel Washington and Viola Davis put in Oscar-worthy performances in 50s drama Fences.
And the Oscar bait keeps coming with highly acclaimed coming-of-age tale Moonlight.
Hi, welcome to What to Watch this month. I'm Rhianna.
And I'm Stefan.
And we are going to be looking at the biggest films coming to view this February, starting with Rings.
There once was a girl. No one dare speak her name.
So this is the 3rd film in the American franchise, and Samara is back with that terrifying hair. What can we expect from this movie?
This one's directed by F. Javier Gutierrez, and the last film, the idea is you have this videotape, this VHS. We don't really watch VHSs anymore, nor DVDs for that matter. This idea is you had to get this video and you'd watch it and you'd die a week later, but that almost feels like you have to choose to watch it. You'd see that video and think, right, if I pick that up and steal that into my machine, then I'm probably going to die. But if you think about the way we watch videos now online, the kind of whole viral kind of world and sort of YouTube and stuff like that, that could be a really terrifying prospect. It's written by Akiva Goldsman, and I mean, he wrote I Am Legend, I, Robot, A Beautiful Mind, so he hasn't got too much of a history in horror, but he's a really talented screenwriter.
You've opened up a door.
What I'm quite excited about with Rings is that the first couple of movies seemed quite low-key, because it was tapping into that idea of watching it in the living room, whereas this, we see a plane here and like this video flicking on across this entire plane. So I think they're really ramping it up.
What do you offer?
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. I saved the city again today.
There you are.
Oh, Alfred, I am so sorry.
Also out this month is the Lego Batman movie. Now, the Lego movie was one of the funniest animations of recent years, probably one of the funniest animations of all time. Now, can we expect this film to have that same quite distinctive wit?
It's better.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so fast-paced, like every line is like a stinger.
It's like a scattergun approach to jokes in this movie, and nearly every single one of them lands. Batman is such an easy person to ridicule because he takes himself so seriously.
Yes. It's like a complete parody all the way through, which is exactly what you want after kind of seeing some really serious Batman films.
I've seen you go through similar phases in 2016 and 2012 and 2008 and 2005 and 1997 and 1995 and 1992 and 1989.
This has got Will Arnett back as Batman and Michael Cera as Robin, and they've obviously been together in Arrested Development, and that works so well. They're like dynamite together.
And Ray Fiennes is in there as Alfred.
Oh yeah, of course.
I've just taken away your computer privileges.
Gasp.
I also think it's really important to note that this is not just for children.
Yeah, they'll be enjoying the kind of action
And
sequences in the
Lego.
story and the Lego,
Yeah.
and we'll just be laughing the whole way through,
At Will Arnett.
basically.
Amazing.
You have identification on them?
NASA, sir.
I had no idea they hired.
Quite a few women working in the space program.
So a film that I've been really excited about is Hidden Figures, because this has been getting so many Oscar nominations and there's been so much buzz around it. What can we expect from Hidden Figures?
This is by Theodore Melfi, who made St. Vincent, which was a really brilliant film with Bill Murray a few years back. And he's returned with this incredible real story. And it's about African-American women working kind of behind the scenes at NASA in the 1960s. So they're down in the sort of basement and they're doing all the numbers and all the figures that are allowing the astronauts to go into space. But obviously they're not given the same privileges back then. So they've got their toilets in different buildings and they're not even allowed to view certain documents because it's classified, you know. So the odds are against them, but they're incredibly intelligent.
You think you can find me the Frenet frame for this data? Using the Graham-Schmidt?
Orthogonalization algorithm? Yes, sir. I prefer it over Euclidean coordinates.
There's something so kind of charming about the way it's been presented, the music, which, I mean, Pharrell Williams and Hans Zimmer together, which is...
I mean, it's just beautiful soundtrack, actually, and it is really inspiring. And then you have Taraji P. Henson in the lead role. And then the other actors in this, so Janelle Monáe, who's also in Moonlight, and also Octavia Spencer, who's just been Oscar nominated as a supporting role in this movie. This story should have been told so long ago.
I know.
But I'm really excited that it's coming to our screens now.
Exactly. Sometimes there's no problem with a film being this accessible when it's telling a story that really we need to hear.
Where, Corey? I want him to help me with this fence.
He got recruited by a college football team.
It ain't gonna get him nowhere.
So Denzel Washington is back in the director's chair for I think his third movie, and this is Fences, based on a play. So what can we expect from this one?
Look, you've got Denzel Washington and Viola Davis together on the big screen, and they are always going to be dynamite. They've performed this on Broadway together, and so we can expect that they are really passionate about their roles. Viola Davis in the trailers has got like snot, tears. She's really going in on this role, and she's incredible to watch. She always is. This is her third Oscar nomination, which makes her the most nominated African-American woman in history, and she absolutely deserves that accolade.
It's all about the acting. It's all about the characters in this film. It's almost just like this kind of small insight into the inner workings of this family over this kind of brief period of time, and it's just a really incredibly kind of powerful piece of cinema.
Hey, Pop, how come you ain't never liked me? What law is there say I got to like you?
And despite the fact it is based on a play, it still looks really great on the big screen.
Yeah, this feels really pacey, and every conversation feels vital. It's a really kind of compelling stuff.
It's not easy for me to admit that I've been standing in the same place for 18 years.
Well, I've been standing with you.
So, Moonlight. I mean, finally we get to talk about
No,
Moonlight.
I've been waiting so long.
I know.
Who is you, Sharon?
It's this beautiful character study of this young guy, kind of coming of age story. It's told in 3 parts with 3 different actors playing the lead guy, Chiron. And Naomi Harris plays his mother in this fantastic supporting role, which she's been Oscar nominated for.
She shot in 3 days, by the way.
I mean,
3 days.
What a pro!
I know. I think at the Gotham Awards, the sort of New York-based sort of Critics Awards, they just gave Best Actors to Moonlight. The whole cast, because it's such an ensemble piece where everyone complements each other. But what I love about this film is it's just so wondrous in its depiction, the music, the feel of it, the acting, the way it's been shot, and each actor, I mean, that embodies Chiron at all 3 stages look very different, and they feel like different characters, which I think is deliberate. They feel empty, they're sort of introverted, they can't make eye contact with anyone, and you just feel so much for this character. You adore this character.
It is set in an African-American community, but it's not about being black. It's about a guy who's sort of dealing with his sexuality, about being gay, but it's not about being gay. You know, it doesn't feel like they're really overemphasizing any of the themes. That's why it does feel very human. This is the kind of film that you want to go back and see again and again, because you know that you're going to get something new out of it every single time.
It's nominated for 8 Oscars.
Yes.
I mean, that's just so great, because it is a small kind of indie film, and films like that can go under the radar. But Barry Jenkins has done such a remarkable job. I'm so thrilled to know it's being recognised, and there's hopefully everyone will go and see it, because it is so great. And I think when we did our video at the end of last year and we asked what's the film that everyone's looking forward to in 2017, I did say Moonlight.
All right.
Just...
Did I say La La Land? Because I feel like that's going to do quite well too.
Yeah, right. You did say La La Land,
yeah.
To be fair.
Also coming to view this month, Loving, the true life story of an interracial couple battling America's segregation laws.
Ang Lee's Iraq war drama Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk.
The sexploits of Christian and Anna continue in 50 Shades Darker.
And Miss Sloane, starring Jessica Chastain as Washington lobbyist fighting for stricter gun control. So that rounds up yet another wonderful month of film, particularly this month because we've got all the Oscar hopefuls. So be sure to head to myview.com and book your tickets now.
Do that again in your Batman voice?
No, I can't. Go to myview.com and book your tickets. Please.